Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, the cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are ours. Happy and happy days. These days are ours. Share them with me. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and my happy days.
Well, yay. Welcome to another happy day stream, I suppose. This is the first of many. Oh, it's already going completely and utterly wrong. It's going wrong. It's going wrong, guys. It's going wrong. I will just stop sharing and make it easier. Hi, guys. Welcome to another stream. Tonight we are going to be doing a Funday stream, and we are actually going to be on with the Turtle Snatch Queen. I mean, Quinn. I mean, the Turtle Snatch. I mean, well, you know, Bees on.
Thanks.
Hey, you name yourself that way, it's going to be said that way.
Well, after tonight's stream, I'm hoping I'll have another name to add to it.
Well, on the stories that I've chosen, they're either going to be Calm as a Bitch or the 118-year-old woman. I'm going to go with the latter.
There should be 3 options.
There is never 3 options because you always press 3. There is never, ever 3 options.
So mean.
There will never, ever be 3 options ever again. For as long as I goddamn live. Never. So, chat, as you can see, this is going to be a little bit different than what I would normally do. I'm not going to be doing any sort of stories seriously today. Most of these stories were found by me. Some of them were found by Miss Quinn, and I will give credit to those when they arrive. So I think there's 2.
Thanks. I've posted 6.
Yeah, you did post 6, but I've only used 2 of yours. And no, I haven't. No, I haven't. I've used 3. I will be honest. I have used 3. So we're half and half.
I'm sure you used 3.
Yeah. Fuck. Or should I say fuck? So yes, it should be quite interesting tonight. We're just going to be having a little bit of fuck around. This is the last bit of alcohol that I'm ever going to be allowed because I will be going down for a gastric bypass operation on the 27th of November. So, yay, alcohol!
Oh, enjoy your last beer, honey.
It's not a beer, and fuck you with the condescension.
I was being sincere.
I don't know about that. I don't think you do sincere, do you?
No.
That was a question.
No.
Yeah, I thought so, you bitch. Oh, so how have you been anyway?
I've got a cold.
Oh, you got cold.
But I'll get over it.
Well, you're the only one who's going to care.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I did go get me medicine today, so.
Oh, bless him.
He is very sweet.
Oh.
Oh, perhaps you want something from me.
Of course,
Yeah.
I more medicine tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. More medicine tomorrow. And Jensen Quinn is in the background, so he might be able to help us halfway through the stream to keep us on the straight and narrow. Anyway. I suppose what we can do is we can go straight. No, I asked how you are, and you said that you've got a cold. But what the fuck have you been doing recently?
Work.
Is that on the corner, or you got a lie, or?
Oh, you should see her face.
I did not get paid for that, thank you very much. And I have taken up a volunteer job on the weekends.
Yeah, that's the volunteer job. But you do realise that you don't pay people to have sex with you, darling. That's the reason why you're losing money.
But they still come to me.
Yes, I'm sure they come on you as well, but that's not the point.
That's extra.
Well, not if you're actually paying them for the privilege, darling, as you already said.
Yeah, I pay them extra.
Oh, you pay them extra. Oh, okay, okay. As long as we know. As long as we know.
We should change her name to the Bukkake Queen.
Bukkake Queen.
No, I'm going to keep her as the Turtle Snatch Queen because she is the only one that could put one up there.
And the turtle survive.
It depends. Depends on how long the holiday is, I suppose, doesn't it?
No, I wouldn't want to kill an animal. That's just cruel.
Sometimes you just don't know about it, though, do you? I mean, you can have it for a couple of days in you and just not know it was even up there.
Notice.
You just didn't notice, did you? That's the thing. You just didn't notice. Right, I suppose that's enough banter for this moment in time. Let's get on and actually do an actual story, I suppose. So, a fake anti-mega sanitation posters want to keep NYC trash free. Let's have a look at the actual picture, shall we? Can you see that, Miss Quinn?
Yes, I can see that.
Yay! We actually have a stream where we actually might work. So, do you think that is a stereotypical and possibly a racist picture?
I think it's New York. It's in New York, isn't it? They just annoy me so much. I mean, I suppose this is them using their free speech again to just belittle people who have a different opinion from them. Seems a bit condescending to me.
Very much so. I was more going to the thing as, could you imagine if it was a black person with all the stereotypical dreadlocks and Jamaican headgear with a spliff hanging out saying, let's not let weed smoke? Can you imagine the uproar that would come out from that? But because he's white and he's a hillbilly southerner, it doesn't matter to anybody?
Yeah, nobody sticks up for the white man.
Well, you stick it up for the white man.
Yes, I do. I help the white man a lot, giving back to the community.
Well, pushing back, I would have said. You don't really give it back, you push it back.
So how have they justified getting away?
I'm not sure they have justified it, to be fair. Sorry?
Have they bothered justifying it?
I don't think so, but NYC has a rich recent history of artists and graphic designers putting fake posters up around the city for everything from Pride trains, apparently, to whatever that is, subway etiquette tips, to Lord of the Ring parodies. Oh, lovely. My precious.
They're so edgy.
And while many of those were focused on emulating MTA signage, the NYC sanitation department. So this is actually from the sanitation department then.
Wow.
It's a post of it now as well with a series of fake. No, it is fake, but I'm sure they're not going to spend time getting rid of it anytime soon.
They're going to make money out of that then.
Yeah.
Everything's a business.
After all, it's NYC. It's New York City. It's one of the most diverse and democratic cities in the United States. After all. So the parody posters feature a slovenly dressed man wearing a mega hat with a Confederate heart flag tattoo. And yes, I said it the wrong way, but that's because I've been drinking and I read it that way. So fuck you.
Classy.
Sorry?
Classy.
Hey, at least I'm actually able to tell the truth. Because, back that ass up, bitch. He is also holding a Chick-fil-A drink, whatever the fuck that is.
I believe that's the fast food chain, isn't it? Chick-fil-A.
Oh, Chick-fil-A, you French fuckers. In case the message and symbolism of the poster was not apparent enough, there are at least 3 of them up in the city so far, though artist Winston Tencent did not want to comment on them for now. I'll let the posters speak for itself, he told a Gothamist, which is the name of the publication we're using, which when I read it, I really thought Batman was going to be in it somewhere. But not even the Joker turned up, so you've got stuck with us. The Joker and Harley Quinn, I'll let you decide who's who. But I think it's quite interesting that somebody that I'm guessing is probably of an Asian descent. I'm guessing without clicking on. Actually, fuck it. It's one of those streams where I just don't care. So let's click on him and see if he actually. Oh, we're going to Tumblr. We're going to Tumblr. So anything that comes up, I need to say that I accept the terms of services because I've never been on this before. Ever in my life. So let's accept it. Let's have a look at him. He looks. Oh no, I'm not logging in. You can fuck off. I'm not logging in. I'm not even going to fucking get started on this. You can all fuck off now. It's not happening ever.
Is that Justin Bieber?
No, we're not going to do a Bieber.
That was a picture of Justin Bieber.
I'm really scared that you know that.
Justin Bieber.
I'm actually really scared that you actually know that.
Oh, why? He's like all over my newsfeed.
I bet he is.
You
walked into that one. You more ran into that one.
A musician I liked, and now all I get is the cookies of Justin Bieber.
Cookies.
Mm.
You get the crumbs, you mean?
Crumbs. With his new fashion style of scumbro.
Yes, Scumbro, yes, because that makes so much sense.
Oh, someone's defaced it already.
Sorry?
Someone's defaced one of those bins already.
They did, yeah. So I suppose I'm going to have to fucking go back now. Why? Why do you do this? This is the reason why we have rehearsal. Oh, wait, no, we didn't.
We didn't do a rehearsal.
We did, somewhere in a previous life.
In your mind.
Oh, there's lots of things that I keep in my mind.
Me too. Pizza, bath.
There is a bath, and apparently somebody eating the pizza at the end. I'm not sure if it's Jensen or if it's you. I can't remember.
Oh dear.
But yeah, somebody has started to rip off those posters. So yeah, which is view more on Instagram. Which no, I'm not. Tencent's previous work includes last year's Your Train is Delayed, MTA parody ads, along with designs commenting on Colin Kaepernick, because of course, the Catholic Church, because it needs to be, and hyperbeast culture, which I'm guessing is some sort of a furry instance. I'm guessing.
Furries.
Good old furries. Everybody needs a good stroke in, don't they?
I like the Nazi fairies. They're funny.
You bloody would, wouldn't you? You bloody fucking would. And most controversially, the alcohol, the relationship between Sean Hannity and Trump, because for some reason they were kissing.
Were they? That didn't put on the bin.
No, they weren't. It was just, I'm guessing that's how they drew them.
I would have put them kissing on the bin. That probably would have been better. No?
Or just kissing on the bin?
Yeah, of Trump and Sean Hannity.
Do you know who Sean Hannity is?
No.
I didn't think you did.
Yeah, why can't they draw a picture of them kissing on a bin?
You're the one who suggested it. What is this? What is this?
I just think that would have been a better thing to paint on that bin than some redneck that nobody cares about.
You do realise it was a poster, not a painting?
Oh, whatever.
Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. I'm so sorry. I must be mansplaining.
Patriarchy.
Tyrant.
I am indeed, yes, I am indeed. I will let you wrap me in pizza and drop me in a bath, but apparently I'm the tyrant.
Bath pizza.
Bath pizza.
Hey, this is all Miss Quinn's idea, not mine. that has worked with brands like Urban Outfitters, Adidas, this is Tenzin, to create prints and apparel, but he viewed these personal projects as an attempt at subverting the cliches of the industry. You mean the cliches of the industry of, people that are, I don't know, graffiti artists, but without the graffiti? You did well there. You did really well. Really well.
He's trying to do a Banksy, really, isn't he?
Well, I suppose so. And I'm actually really surprised. And then again, you are from London. You wouldn't actually just get there just because you are in London.
What's wrong with Banksy?
There's nothing wrong with Banksy. It's just normally most people wouldn't know who he is.
Oh, I've known about Banksy for a few years, thank you.
Oh, have you? Have you? What famous pieces? No, I'm not going to do that to you. Don't worry about it.
I know quite a few of his famous pieces. And according
Yes, his penis isn't famous yet, though, by the way.
according to his girlfriend, he doesn't sign his artwork. So if you ask him for a signature, he'll tell you to sign it yourself.
Ah, that's good. It's good
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Good time.
So how do you know you got an original Banksy is the question. You wouldn't know.
Nobody would ever know apart from when he does it on the street.
When he does it on the street.
Sounds like me.
You don't do it on the street. You only do it in the bedroom.
In my trailer, thank you.
What? Did you say you do it in your trainer?
In my trailer.
Did I miss that, Mr. Jensen? Did I miss that, or did she just say that?
You totally missed that.
She was meant to say trailer.
Oh, it's cold. I'm blaming my cold.
Oh, you're cold when you said you get done by a trainer. These are your own words.
No, I don't drink pink.
She nearly sprayed from her nose. Awesome.
I'm very happy that I could make some form of bodily fluid explode from you.
You're killing my brother.
Oh, yeah. This is what we want. That's humiliation.
This is why we're here. This is the whole reason why we're here. To have a laugh, to have a bit of a banter, to take away all the crapness that's out there in the news today, and just have a bit of laugh and a bit of a banter, and show that men and women can be friends, apart from when we're taking the piss out of each other.
Oh, we're friends?
We're internet friends.
I have a friend, JJ.
You are the first friend she has. I've made it very clear to people not to be friendly with this creature, but you've made a mistake. Now you're in trouble.
I didn't say I was friendly. I just said I was a friend.
We're friends.
Oh dear.
Make a bracelet.
Oh God.
Oh dear. I feel that I have now made a mentally ill person happy. I'm not sure whether to be happy with this or be really worried.
Run. Run for your life.
Oh god damn it, considering I'm disabled, that's not going to go very well. Please don't be like Jensen Quinn. Please don't nibble my toes.
You said you liked it.
Yeah, because I didn't want you nibbling anywhere else.
Oh.
Okay, that's fair. Dangling so low.
You started it. Oh, I suppose now that I'm actually having just a few drinks, I suppose we better actually move on to the second story, and probably something that's actually going to be able to help us forget everything that's ever happened in our whole lives. And that's news from Brown University. Yes, news from Brown University that just a few drinks can change how memories are formed. So if you excuse me for a second.
Are you having a drink?
Oh, that's got rid of that. A little bit more and I won't remember this stream. So researchers at Brown found that alcohol hijacks a conserved memory pathway in the brain and changes which versions of genes are made, forming the cravings that fuel addiction. That's not what you said for the title. God damn it! I was misled. I was misled. God damn you. So, provenance RI, one of the many challenges with battling alcohol addiction. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up for.
Was you hoping they would say that you forget everything ever?
Yes, ever.
Yes. You're such a dick.
Yeah, so battling alcohol addiction and other substance abuse disorders is at risk of relapse, even after progress toward recovery. So if someone is an alcoholic who does stop drinking and then has another drink, they then relapse. I did not know this. I did not know that we needed to have a study to confirm this. I did not know this already. I am shocked. Shocked.
Yeah, that title is very misleading, isn't it?
Clickbait.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Booze on the brain. Studying fruit flies, that's more my level. Researchers at Brown University found that alcohol hijacks a conserved memory pathway in the brain, forming the craving that fuel addiction. So they did this with fruit flies and now are extrapolating it to men's and humans. That's interesting. That's not a logical leap at all.
No.
Considering they're not even fucking mammals and don't even have the same neural pathways as anywho, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is not a stream for that. I need more
I
alcohol.
cannot afford a monkey to experiment on.
I will pass forward your number, darling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd do that.
I know you would.
I
You
don't
would
have
enjoy the experimentation.
personality, so there's that.
Yep, there's definitely that. You would enjoy the experimentation.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing it for free booze.
Yeah, that's true.
Same as me, darling. That 1, 2, 3. Reward audience memories are much the same as those in humans. They're a good model for study, apparently. A new study in flies finds that alcohol hijacks. Yeah, I'm bored with this already. This is why I put so much up
Someone
already.
goes to work, and what did you do today at work, darling? Oh, I gave drugs to fruit flies. That's actually kind of a cool job to have. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yes, that's definitely a cool job to have. What did you do today? Well, I thought that I'd see what the addictions of cocaine are, so I bought cocaine off of some black guy in the corner, and I took it to fruit flies that I had, and I just spread a line for them, and eventually they snorted it. I think it gave them too much though, because they couldn't remember they were flies, and they fell over and died.
They stopped being flies and became staggers instead.
Oh, that's just bad.
Oh, hey.
She can hit you. So yes, that's what we've got today, and I thought that it was going to be a little bit different, and this is why that you always pre-read the stories before a stream. Pre-read.
Yes, you should have pre-read those stories.
This is one of your stories, and I'm going to absolutely complain and berate you for it, where you looked at the title and go, "Oh, that's a good one," and you didn't fucking read it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the story of my life.
What, that you didn't read the title, or you did read the title and you made shitty assumptions?
I just read the title and didn't bother with the rest.
Oh, okay. I think that says more about you than anybody else.
Yeah, that's the story of my life.
I don't know whether to feel sad for you or whether to laugh. I thought I'd do that, as our next story has to do with a little bit of feminism and all that sort of shit. Because of race baiting and everything else that's gone on in the world, one of our, well, maybe not our favorite character, but one of our characters in The Simpsons is now getting ready to leave. Because I'm sure everybody remembers the, fuck. Simply business. Because I need to name it and we insure it. See, Boomer.
What?
Goddamn Boomer. Anyway.
What?
How drunk?
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the stream. Apu from The Simpsons being written out after claims of racial stereotyping because nobody in that whole Simpsons animation, including the fat American guy, is not a stereotype at all.
They're
Which is
all
the reason why it's fucking funny.
they're all stereotypes.
Why
Why have they chosen the Pooh out of all of them?
Because he's brown.
They've got other brown characters in there they could get rid of.
Name one apart from Kyle.
Isn't the Doctor? It's been a while since I've watched Simpsons, to be fair.
And his wife and children, 2 children that they never ever see. But yeah, name any more.
Name more.
Ain't no more.
Bleeding Gums Murphy. Now he was a good character.
Yeah, and he died.
Yeah, I don't know why they killed him though.
It's because they're racist.
Because they're racist. So what? They're just going to have all white characters because you're only allowed to take the piss out of white people.
Yes.
Well, no, if you look at the Mexican man, because everybody's already drawn yellow, they can't draw him any more yellow.
They're
Draw
cartoons.
him as a bumblebee.
They're cartoons. Like, who cares what colour they are?
Oh my god, that went way over your head. It just seems silly that you're getting rid of Apu because he's a really good character. Yes, I actually really like Apu, the wife cheating, squishy making Hindu. I really like him as well.
With his 8 babies. So basically, that's like really bad because his poor wife is now stuck with 8 children.
I think they're getting rid of the wife as well.
Really?
I think so, yeah. Not unless the wife's going to go with Krusty or Lenny or Kyle.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Carl,
I forgot about Kyle, yeah. She's going to go with Krusty.
No, she has to go with Krusty for diversity purposes because Krusty's a Jew. So Hindu, Jew. They even sound the same.
Hindu Jew.
They don't have
Hindu Jew.
They need more lesbians on there.
They
Make
have
it
lesbians
diverse.
on there. They've got what, Thelma or Selma.
They're not.
Patty and Selma. No, they're only lesbian for each other.
No, that's true. Ding ding ding.
And Mr. Smithers, he's a lesbian.
No, he's not. He's gay. There's slight difference. And he only loves Mr. Burns because he likes really old people that would actually break if he did anything.
Yeah, that's a really weird relationship there. They could probably get rid of Mr. Smithers, isn't he? Like, he's not even a good stereotype, is he?
The thing is, they don't classify him as a stereotype. They really heavily infer that he is, but you never actually know for sure.
What? That Smithers is gay?
Yes.
I'm sure they say that he's gay.
No, they've never said that he's gay. They just heavily infer that he is.
Ooh. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They've never actually directly declared it. It's just he happens to be seen in lots of young men's dance areas.
Yeah. In gay bars and in the gay area of the city when Homer makes friends with 2 gays.
But it doesn't say that he is gay. He has a point.
Yeah.
They did the parade.
Yeah, but I've been to a parade. Does that? No, I'm not answering that question.
RPR says that Bumblebee guy. There you go. They should get rid of him.
I said the Bumblebee guy. He's a Mexican guy. They can't draw him any more yellow, so they put a Bumblebee suit on him. Hey, Amber.
That's so sad.
Because Bumblebee says Mexican so much.
Well, they were trying to get Mancunian in there, but it kind of went wrong.
Oh, dude, that's really horrible.
Why is it horrible? That's what the symbol is of Manchester.
Well, then they should also get rid of the Scottish schoolkeeper as well. That's just horrible to Scots people.
And redheads.
And redheads.
Well, it's definitely horrible to redheads because, you know, when you get people like Jensen that actually see a manly character that groundskeeper Willie, it kind of emasculates them.
It turns me on what you're talking about.
Sorry, you could grate cheese off of that fucking six-pack.
He does have a good body.
It's a cartoon, calm down.
Hentai.
Oh, God.
Yeah, hentai's not the same as the. I suppose it could be, depending on where you go on.
Yeah, I think it's Rule 34.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something.
I neither confirm or deny there is lots of Simpsons porn out there.
There is lots of Simpsons porn.
I don't even know who I'm talking to anymore.
So they're going to get rid of our poor Apu, who's actually a really good character.
Yeah.
And they're going to get rid of his wife and his poor 8 children.
His octoplets.
His octoplets. Because after, 30 years, someone is finally offended by The Simpsons?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, outrage culture. You've actually summarized it almost perfectly. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah.
That was a bit patronising. I'm sorry. I'll keep the patriarchy bit out, and well done.
There's a clever little woman.
Shut up.
Okay.
I hate you.
Get back in the kitchen, bitch. Make me a sandwich. Because I know how much you love that sentence.
I'm going to eat that sandwich.
You can eat that sandwich as much as you like. Wait, isn't that from Team 4-Star?
I'd be more worried where she's pulling that sandwich out of if I was you.
There's only one place.
2.
No, there's only one place.
Well, hey, if you like chocolate sandwiches, you're sorted, mate.
I don't like chocolate sandwiches. Or Nutella sandwiches. Or peanut butter sandwiches. Or anything that's brown.
You don't like peanut butter sandwiches?
Confirmed racist. CSG hates anything that's brown.
In a sandwich.
So racist.
I'm not racist. I'll eat them whether they're brown or white. I'm fine. Just cook them well.
Such a horrible person, you necromancer.
Thank you.
Oh no, I try. I try. Right. So we've literally only got 3 stories left, and we've only done half an hour.
Number 3.
Oh, God.
No, we've already done 3. That was a poo. Well, actually, the whole story turned to a poo. So, yay.
I
Okay.
like chocolate sandwiches with sweet corn.
Yeah, that's all. That's more to do with the Sweden carrot chunks that come out the other end, though.
Ew.
Yay, friends. No, I don't want Discord. Go away, Discord. I don't want you. Nobody wants Discord.
No, Discord.
Not at the minute. Nobody wants Discord at the minute. Though for some reason, if I go to Discord, your messages are the only ones that pop up. So let's not do that.
Yeah, we don't want people seeing our private love messages.
Yes, there's lots of love messages everywhere.
Mm.
Lots. We were talking about 118-year-old, and we were talking about how long it would take us to get there and how hard we'd have to push.
Oh, God.
You started it. I finished. Oh, yeah, that did happen. So, anyway, 6 newborn puppies stolen from a family home in armed robbery die. I really hope that this isn't the puppies that die. I really hope that it's not, and I really hope that it's the men that die. I really hope.
Well, it was a pregnant woman, wasn't it, and her husband's house. So let's hope it was the men or people who robbed them.
Let's hope. So 2 men armed with a knife forced their way into a property and threatened a pregnant woman with her young children. So the young woman said, "Here, take my puppies." And instead of the bloke going, boobies, went, "Oh, look, dogs."
Oh my God, he was a furry.
You're not supposed to read the story before we get there, god damn it.
Yeah, stop reading it, JJ.
Yeah, JJ.
Wait.
6 of the 8 newborn puppies, which were stolen in an armed robbery in Greater Manchester, see, Bumblebee, this week have died. Oh, wait. Yeah, 6 of the 8 puppies have died. See, I thought this was going to be a happy story where the men died.
No, it's so sad.
This is your fault. This is your fault. Why did you do this? So, 2 men forced their way into the home in Stretford and threatened a pregnant woman and a young child. The offenders, armed with a knife, demanded cash and mobile phones when they entered the property on Tuesday night. They then took a litter of 8 French bulldog puppies, which were only a day old, before fleeing the scene, because they were going to live, considering that they have to at least stay 4 weeks with their fucking mum before they can leave. Nobody was hurt during the incident, which happened in Alpha Road around 9:50. Though I do have to say, great name of road. I'm trying to look for the silver linings, and that's about as far as I can get. A manhunt was launched after the robbery, and Detective Sergeant Dave Jones warned that the puppies would not survive for long without their mum. 2 have since been reunited with their mother and owner, but their 6 siblings did not survive.
Dog murdering bastards.
So my appeal on this stream, hang on just a second. My appeal is for anybody that knows anything about these dog murderers to please phone Crime Stoppers on 0800, whatever the number is, and dog these fuckers in, because that's worse than anything you could do. You literally killed 1-day-old puppies. You're horrible cunts.
Agreed.
There was absolutely no reason for you to actually take those puppies whatsoever. No reason whatsoever. They were not going to be worth any money to you, but you took them just because you're wankers. Anyway, so Mr. Jones said it's completely shocking that a pregnant woman and her 3 young children have faced such a terrifying ordeal, and we are determined to find the men responsible. Would it be more acceptable if it was a man with his 3 young children? Would that be more acceptable? Or does it matter if it's a woman or not?
Yeah, you noticed that part then, did you?
Yeah. I know it was supposed to be a Funday stream, but, you know, up it, fuck it. I don't fucking care. So CCTV of the 2 men wanted in connection with... see, the number was right here. 0800 55 111. Please phone Crime Stoppers now and get these cunts fucking nicked. That's 0800 555 111. I can do it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I can do it.
Well, you could kill those puppy murderers.
Yes, kill them.
What I don't understand is, like, why didn't she offer, like...
The children?
No, not the children, JJ. That's just wrong. But they would have survived a bit longer in time for hopefully someone to rescue them.
I love the fact that you're like, no, JJ, that's horrible, horribly wrong. But yeah, they would have survived longer, so it's an idea.
They would have survived longer than the poor puppies. And,
yeah, they would have survived longer than the puppies, but I think children's life is a little bit more important than the puppies, though.
No, she should have offered, like, her white goods in her house, like her fridge or her TV and things like that, rather than
offer her pink goods.
Why would she? Well, she's pregnant. I wouldn't suggest she did that.
Well, at least she can't get pregnant from it.
It's unlikely.
Well done. What's your job again?
No, I'm serious. There have been cases where pregnant women have got pregnant. Twice. Was pregnant. There has.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm not going to confirm or deny that.
Yeah, no, it's actually true. It was on this morning.
No, that makes
sense. Because now it's definitely true because it was on this morning. This morning tells me that fucking furries need to be respected.
Who told you
Screw those.
What end?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
if you ever catch the bastards, send them to me. I'll make good use of the bastards that killed those puppies.
And I will share in those delights because I really do need some quarter pounders.
You got it, mate. No problems.
Cool. That's all good. All good.
long pig?
Oh, yeah.
I want some long pig.
Yes.
Good old long pig. Wait, that sounds really bad. Nah, oh well. It's not like I have any credibility now anyway.
Have you got a happier story, CSG?
I have, and I'm actually... Oh, I missed a story. I've actually missed a story. Because there's one that I wanted to leave right at the end that I haven't actually bloody got at the end. Oh, I'm such a twat. Ah. Anyway. No, it's fine because I can just do it at the end. But we have... Load, goddamn you. We have a 81-year-old woman. Well, sorry. No, we don't. We have a 118-year-old woman. 118-year-old woman. And she is from Bolivia, but I think that's absolutely amazing. And she's still she's got her faculties, or at least part thereof of her faculties. I think that's fucking amazing, personally, without going into any details on that one. I think that's absolutely fucking amazing.
So let's hear some more about this lady. I want to know about her. Have they detailed some parts of her life?
Probably not.
Oh.
Live music, cake, and her favourite pasta dish. Well, we know that she likes pasta. Were all enjoyed by Julia Flores on her 118th birthday. She's 18 again. Believed to be the oldest living person in Bolivia and almost certainly the world. Miss Flores was thrown a party to remember at her local city hall to mark the milestone. I think this is past the Centaurian stage, fuck's sake. Was given a certificate of recognizing her long life by the mayor of Sacaba, whatever, the city where she lives, and her grandniece, Augustine, Berna, and you just picked this story for the names, didn't you?
You picked this one.
I did. I suppose I did. Yeah, I picked this story just for the names because I knew it'd fuck me over. Her current home is not far north of the town she was born in. Japo. That's racist. On the 26th of October, 1900. Among the presents, she received were blankets because, you know, a 118-year-old woman always needs blankets, sweaters, a new pair of earrings, and a mantilla, a traditional Spanish veil, with plenty of friends and family in attendance. Well, let's be honest, most of her friends would have died. You know, the ones that she actually grew up with.
Oh, that's sad.
That's why I would never want to have immortality. Because everybody around me would end up dying. And I wouldn't want to live with that.
Well, with anagaphics coming in a few years, you wouldn't have to worry.
Yeah, definitely. So, they hope to now secure her place in the Guinness Book of World Records. Past it. At the moment, the book lists 36 living people over the age of 112, but so-called Mama Flores would top them all until her death in April of last year. Oh. Wait, no, she's still alive. It's fine. She's still alive. It's fine. The research group in whatever that is had a Japanese citizen Naib Atayama down as the oldest living person in the world at 117. She was the one who died in April last year. So she's still alive. She's safe. As far as we know. Despite her advancing years, so-called Mama Flores appeared rather sprightly on her big day, applauding and dancing her way through the afternoon before tucking into her birthday cake, adorned with pink candles. That said, no, it didn't say 118, did it? Oh, that's a guitar. She was playing a guitar. Yeah, it did say 118.
She's
I
very
think.
dark.
Well, it's. I think it's a guitar. Looks like a. No, it's not a guitar. It's too wide for a guitar. Too many strings for a guitar. I don't know what that is, but it's a form of guitar. Well, what do you think it is then?
A Bolivian guitar.
A Bolivian guitar. You're such a dick.
Thank you.
Considering that you both said that at the same time, I think you're both dicks.
I'm a bigger dick than you.
I was going to say that you are the bigger dick than him.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
She's easy to compliment, you can tell.
I can tell. Apparently, she's also really a cheap date as well, as far as I hear, because you don't have to pay her anything; she pays you.
She usually insists on a portion of chips, though.
She can nibble on the sausage and she can like it.
RPR says it's a sitar.
See, told you it was an actual name for it. God damn it! God damn it!
I think Bolivian guitar sounds better. It's accurate. It's descriptive. What's the problem?
You're so annoying.
There is no problem, Quinn. There is no problem apart from it's fucking wrong.
Sulks.
Why don't you go and invent the Bolivian guitar?
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to invent the Bolivian guitar, and it's going to take over the world. So,
Yeah, that's the first letter of the alphabet. Now the second one, B. What? You can be a dick. I can be a dick too.
Many dicks in the stream. Oh no, that's why B's here.
Aw, I'm not sharing. In other words, you two can just carry on, is what I was meaning.
So how many children does she have? Does she have lots of children?
It doesn't say the story finished.
It doesn't say anything about her. Like, she's had 118 years and they can't pull out a few good memories for her.
It's the fucking BBC. What do you expect it to give you? Fucking
BBC.
It was the BBC.
I hate the BBC.
BBC building.
No, it wasn't the BBC. It was Sky. Sorry, but still, my point still stands. My point.
That long, it's got to have a good few stories they could have put into that article.
It would have been nice, wouldn't it? As in, like, I don't know, her oldest son is probably dead, and his children are now around her, loving her. That would have been nice for her, I suppose. Yeah. What sort of stories would you have liked to have heard from her?
How many husbands she's had.
Oh, of course you would, yeah.
What she did during the war.
What one?
Both.
Right, okay.
Hitler.
Did she ever meet Hitler?
I doubt she met Hitler.
But he went down that way, didn't he?
I don't think he went down to Bolivia, no.
South America. It's all the same thing.
No, he went to Argentina, supposedly, and Chile.
And obviously, how has she come to live this long? What is her secret?
Lots of spunk.
Lots of spunk.
Oh, God, B's immortal.
Oh, dear.
God damn it, I was planning on her dying, and now I find out she's going to live forever. Oh, great.
Yeah, but she can only live forever for time-wise. You can still kill her.
That's permission. Thank you.
No, there wasn't permission. There wasn't permission. I was saying there is an opportunity for you to do it when you're not on stream and I am permissible for the action. But after that...
This is live on the internet now. That's it. You've given permission.
There is no permission. I cannot control you. You're your own person.
Yeah, I'm definitely classed as diminished responsibilities.
Oh, I'm in charge. I don't want to be in charge. I've been drinking.
Dude, I've been drinking moonshine. I understand.
Yeah, he got some moonshine yesterday.
Ooh, where'd you get that from? Not from as in the actual suppliers, what country and that sort of stuff.
Tennessee.
Mm.
My diplomat friend snuck it back over for me, so I'm currently working my way through the jar and enjoying every minute of it.
I'm working my way back to you, girl. Sorry.
It's only 80%, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 8%. It's not like it's absence when it's only 76 or 70, 70 something. It's not like
Mad has already promised if I ever go over there, he's going to take me to a proper still and get me the good shit.
Well, what's higher than 80% for fuck's sake?
Yeah, this is nothing.
Okay, enjoy.
He
I
doesn't
like
get
my
drunk.
liver.
Anyway.
I like my liver the way it is.
I hate my liver. It hates me. We're good.
That doesn't mean that you're friends. That does not mean that you're friends.
Oh, wow.
You just burn your mouth off with that.
Yeah. Apparently, this stuff is so strong, if you light a match over it, you'll get a blue flame.
Yeah, but that means you burn the alcohol away. Why the fuck would you do that for, you half-wit?
That's why I'm never going to do that. I'm not completely insane, God's sakes.
Fair enough, fair enough. I rescind my last statement. Sorry,
Yeah.
I redact. I'm working for the government. I redact.
Aha! You admit it. You're a government troll. Now
No, I'm a government shill.
that's fair.
I'm a government shill, and I've been put here to try and stir up race hatred. That's the reason why I support everybody equally.
Yeah, good plan. That's working so well.
It actually really is, considering that every time I ever talk to anybody about race realism or anything to do with that type of shit, everybody goes, "You're an egalitarian. You shouldn't be saying shit like this." Well, I'm also human, and here's the statistics. That does not mean that anybody's better than anybody else. Da, da, da.
Then again, how many times have you been called Nazi, just out of curiosity?
Today or today, I've been called a Nazi 4 times. I've been called a transphobe twice. I've been called a right partisan hack twice. That's about it today. That's about it today.
Quiet day for you, mate.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Not too bad, to be fair. Not too bad at all. So, what's everybody doing then for tonight? What's everybody been doing for the weekend? I know that you've been working, obviously, with your red light. So, what about you today then, Jensen? What have you been doing over the weekend? Have you seen a missus or seen any good friends or smoked any good weed?
Well, smoked some halfway decent weed, and I am enjoying myself with my moonshine, so I don't need any bastard. I got booze.
Apart from when you start falling on your ass and you need your sister to take you back to your bed.
He doesn't get drunk.
Oh.
I know.
It's bad.
No, that sounds like you wanted to take advantage of him.
Of course. I was going to draw penises all over his head.
She's done that before.
But he
fair
wasn't drunk.
Well, obviously, you just said he wasn't ever going to be drunk.
No, he doesn't get drunk.
That's
Mm.
fine.
I mean, that's the reason I'm actually on moonshine in the desperate hope it actually gets me drunk. It's either that or I'm going on to gasoline next.
Gasoline won't get you drunk. There's no alcohol in gasoline.
God damn it!
You're ruining his dreams.
You can just buy alcoholic fluid.
Yeah, we all know what fluid you're thinking about as alcoholic, sir.
Sup?
Sir, yes, sir. Major. Get in line, Major. Don't tell him your name, Sybil.
Oh, God. No, fair man. It's been a quiet weekend, apart from the fact I've had this round again, just to annoy me.
I was so happy I gave you flu.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ask how you transmuted it to him.
Breathing.
What, very heavily?
I've tried to ban her from breathing. She just won't listen.
No, you also had your little diplomat friend round yesterday.
Oh, you're blaming him right
Yeah.
now? I see how
Could
it
have been
is.
him.
The typical politician fucking answer. See, she's learning from your friend.
Yeah. Damn it.
It was him. It was him all along.
Never admit to anything.
Go on.
Never admit to anything.
That is, I just realised that Mr. Medica is doing a Funday stream and normally does a Sunday Funday. I'm going to have to find a different title. So anybody that is in the chat in general for the next Sunday Funday type stream or Sunday fuckery or something like that.
Fuckwittery.
What was that?
Fuckwittery.
Just because you said it, no. No. Anybody that's got any ideas for the name of this type of a stream, which is just basically a shit show, which is what I want it to be on this type of a
Shit show Sunday.
I never ever thought that might have been a good idea.
Why not?
Because one, you just said it, and second of all, it's a bit obvious.
Cunt day Sunday.
Yeah, don't even try and take that. I can read the chat.
Yeah.
Fuckwits are us. That's a good one.
It's not bad.
Hey.
It's not bad. What about the Sunday fuckery?
That's just going to give her ideas. Get sensible, dude.
Can we have Sundays in the ice cream Sunday and not Sundays in the day Sunday?
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
No, the one janitor does that.
Who? I don't even know this person.
The one janitor. He's a person of color that thinks that everybody's racist.
In that case, you definitely should do it just to piss him off.
I'll give it a miss. But I do notice that the chat itself is very talkative today, and it must be going very, very well. So good thing is we only have 2 more stories left. So it doesn't really matter about the title of the stream anymore, because apparently I might not do this if it doesn't go well.
Oh, cream pie Sunday. That's a good name.
Cream pie Sunday.
That's not bad.
That's our PRs. Give him the respect for that. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, what about Bee's dream of cream pies?
Yes. I love it.
The other fact he's got my name in the title.
Yeah, of course you do.
That's
Yes.
the reason why it was there, because you're the one that's actually, well, not fault of it, but that's the reason why I did the streams.
I'm the reason you did this stream.
Yes, darling, yes. I couldn't live without you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, God.
We're
I've decided to take your name out of the stream now. You can fuck off.
You could always put what Loaf of Sheffield has. I'm not even wasting my time trying to repeat that.
We could just call it the demonically possessed. That's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
That's not bad. Demonically possessed. That's not bad. Or the Jabberings. That might be interesting. The Jabberings.
Jabberings.
It's not too bad. I like that.
Like a Jabberwocky, so it's a good name.
Well, is she small head? Yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere.
Ow!
Yep, so she's small and hairy then.
She bit me on the ankle.
So that's definitely something that a Jabberwocky would do. Definitely something.
Oh my God.
She's abusing me. Help, help.
You're not really screaming for help. You're actually enjoying it, you weirdo.
Yeah, well, it's true.
So, anybody else with any suggestions, or should we stick down? Let's do a vote. Press 1 or 3, because otherwise I'll be called a tyrant. Press 1 for the Jabberings as the title of it. Fuck off. Or Bees a Cunt is for 3. Oh, you just voted for that. Well done.
Yeah.
Right, so I think we might have a title. We got 2 votes to 0, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I think we got our title. Oh look, we've got 3 votes, so definitely 3-3. So yep, that's definitely going to be it from now on. Bees a cunt.
Hey!
She's actually proud of this. You're doomed.
The good thing is everybody's now putting 3 in, so we're doing well.
Yeah. I don't think they were listening to what 1 was. They're just going with 3 because it's funny.
I need to get a tissue for my nose.
Yes,
So-
I bet it's for you.
For my nose.
I bet.
She's got to clean the white fluids from her nose. That's all it is.
Well, it's got to come out somewhere.
Yeah, good point. So, apart from that, mate, all the best with your trip to the hospital, sir. Do let us know how things go, okay?
No.
Oh?
No, I will not. Oh, that's a good one, RPR.
Yes.
That is a good one. B blows your Sunday. That's what it should be. B blows your Sunday.
Well, you could have gone with B blows your mind. That would have worked quite nicely.
No. I've got even better, but it is basically RPRs. B blows on Sunday.
B blows on every day. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but specifically for my channel, she blows on the Sunday.
B blows CSG Sundays.
Get away with that shit.
He's a married man, Jensen.
I never stopped
Well,
you.
I'm not yet, but I'm pretty much one.
Aren't you married?
Not exactly yet, but I will be very, very soon.
Oh, so you got plans on popping the question? Do tell.
I've already done that. She's my fiance.
Oh, how did you do it?
Oh, God.
Oh, I have to remember that. Well, when I did it twice. Not because she said anything, but because the first time I did it was when she was ill, and I already had the side for it. So I actually just popped the question when she was laying down on the settee with tissue sticking out of her nose and basically crying into her snot, and asked her then. So that was the official time that I asked her. But when I actually asked the question, when we actually tell people generally, it was going to a restaurant and doing it on a riverside.
Oh, so sweet.
Oh, God. She's actually gushing at this.
What?
Oh, it's so sweet. She's laying there covered in snot. Come on.
If he loves her at her worst, that's a really beautiful thing.
Okay, no, that I'll accept. All right. I'm okay with that one. Well, I'm hoping you're streaming the wedding. We want pictures. Live stream, dude.
I think CSG has gone.
I think CSG shot himself.
He's abandoned us.
That makes it your stream.
I'm still here. Fuck.
Oh.
I'm still here. I've just took my phone nicked off of me. I don't know why it's gone. It's not fair.
Well, we insist on a live stream of the wedding so as we can put it on YouTube and make you an absolute fortune. There you go.
I'm going to say no because it's my wedding and I don't want people to see me on my wedding.
What? Where are you going to get married?
Church.
Traditional.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Why? If I'm going to get married, I want to do it properly.
No, that's
Otherwise,
fair enough.
otherwise, what's the point?
I agree. My eldest brother got married at a reception and it was bullshit.
I'm not going to comment on that as that's to do with family.
Uh,
Don't worry.
B will be the best man, RPR. B will be the best man.
I'm gonna be the best man.
Yes.
Rocking. I'm gonna get a suit.
You can wear a suit.
Do nipple tassels.
No, you're wearing a suit.
You know, if you don't make it to the wedding, I have to marry your wife or your fiance.
You're not my best man.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah,
Should have just kept my mouth shut.
I've heard that before.
I'm not even going to say nothing. That was too quick for me.
Oh,
Concentrate. Back to the stream now, B. Now you've got all gushy and whatnot. Do you need to wipe your nose again?
No, I'm good.
You sure? You sure? Right. Should we carry on with the last two stories?
Yes, I love 2 stories.
Yeah, last 2 stories. And you're definitely not going to be the best man.
Oh,
Oh, poor you. No, that's not what I wanted. Stop, computer. Stop loading shit. Stop it.
stop loading my porn.
I don't ever use my computer for porn. It wastes too much memory.
Damn, what you watch?
he's into furry porn. We all know this.
Good choice. He's got taste.
I am a weeb, and I am controlled by my cat.
See?
Anyway, cat noises aside. So, my son is blind and autistic. Oh, yeah, that's it. It sounds like it sounds like a biscuit. So my son is blind and autistic. Got it. Got it. God damn it, I got it. And rock music has changed his life. This is actually one of those good feeling stories. It's actually a really good story, and I'm quite happy that I found this story rather than be fucking it all up.
I'll do better next week, I promise.
To be fair, you did only have like 6 hours to find stories, so I can't expect you to spend as much time as I would on it, which is about 10 minutes.
That's 10 minutes more than I did.
Well, no, that's how long I spend looking for stories. I normally spend about 10 minutes. That's about it. Everybody always wonders how I find all my stories and everything. It literally takes me 10 minutes to find all of them. I just quickly do it before I go on.
Actually, mate, if that's actually true, then seriously, respect for the shit you do. You actually do a damn good job for just dicking around for 10 minutes, man. Seriously.
I try my best. I do try. That's why sometimes I'm late, because I'm literally trying to look for actual decent stories, and I'm just on fucking Vox going, nah, I'm not even touching that. B wouldn't even touch that one.
Ooh.
Oh dear. So Stacey Anderson, whose son Owen Anderson was invited on stage with Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters. Ooh, nice. Says he is most happy when rocking out. Good luck to him. Well done. As lovely things go on the list of lovely things that Dave Grohl or whoever he is, I don't know his name, has done. I don't care. Inviting a young boy on stage with his family to get the best view in the house was one of many. So far, so Dave Grohl or whatever, he is the nicest man in rock after all. It wasn't even why is this about David Grohl where it should be about the bloody kid?
Should be about the kid.
Bless him, look at the picture. The Instagrammer, because that's a word. Oh, sorry, the Instagram era. Sorry, alcohol. These instances are no longer intimate moments shared between a musician and fans, but between thousands, hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of social media users across the world. Sorry, that was my best Jeremy Clarkson impression.
Try harder.
Wow. I invite you to speak and you don't speak.
Sorry, I did speak there. What? No.
Well, that confused the shit out of you. You actually invite a woman to speak and she has nothing to say.
Miracles happen.
I'm still waiting for you to say something, goddammit.
I thought you was reading. Okay, so basically what should have been a story about music changing this young boy's life for the better has turned it 180 about this rock star getting more publicity from it, which is absolute bullshit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Very well. Alcohol makes me not speak. Surmised. Very, very well surmised. So it's pretty undisputed that Dave Grohl, I'm going to stick with Grohl, is a very nice guy, apparently. But for the little boy who rocked out on stage with the Foo Fighters in Minnesota, it was a big deal. Foremost. Just a second. I will be right with everybody, but so everybody can see it and so can actually listen to it.
You gotta take his parents too now. Hold on. You gotta bring them home. This is a family occasion. It's a family occasion. Bring him up on the side. Bring him up on the side, right there. I'll sing a song to him. Sound like this. Come on up.
God damn it, internet. Yay. I thought that was pretty cool, especially seeing the kid actually just sort of rock out as he was going around.
I loved it. That was so sweet.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm guessing that even heartless Jensen Quinn would have said that was quite cool.
Yeah, actually, the truth is, what they did was a nice thing for the kid. It made him happy. So, you know what? More power to him.
And the kid is a better dancer than you.
Oh, shut up. You can't dance. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
rephrase. You can't dance unless there's a pole involved.
Still dancing.
To be fair, she's got you there, mate. And to be fair, it does take a hell of a lot of conditioning to actually be able to do that. Not unless she's just drunk and throwing herself around the pole, when in that case, then she's just an idiot.
You wake up with bands if you do that.
Oh, okay. Anyway, back to this 13-year-old kid we were talking about that is blind and also has autism. I thought that was really good that he was actually be able to do that. He also has a form of Crohn's disease as well.
Oh, poor
sod.
Yeah, which is the reason why I wanted to do this, because it makes him look really happy. And I think regardless of what your conditions are and regardless of what life has given to you, if you can find things that actually make you happy, then fucking go for it and do it. Because this life is such a horrible life in general. Because it is, let's be honest, it's there to test you no matter what and who you are. If you can find stuff that actually helps and actually makes you happy, grab onto it, hold onto it, and keep chasing after it. Because those are the only things that really matter, in my opinion.
Agreed. Yeah, I completely agree with you, man. Your opinion?
Yeah, I agree. It's very sweet.
I love the way that she needs to be prompted every time, even though she's the one that was like supposed to be a co-host on this, not Mr. Quinn.
You're so annoying, the pair of you. Just go to out.
So, what's your opinion, darling?
Darling.
I knew I was getting daggers. As soon as I said it. The reason why I said it is darling.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's hear it. What you got to say?
Well, music is a truly magical thing, and it really does a lot for a lot of people, and it's totally underestimated on the power that it does have.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. Well said. It took you a while to say it, but well fucking said.
She had to shuffle her 2 brain cells into the same room to have a conversation. That was the problem.
Even so, even if she only does have the 2 brain cells, it's still more than most and able to make a coherent conversation at that point. I can hear a coherent point, which is more than I can with alcohol.
Occasionally.
Oh, I hear alcohol.
No, that is the sound of Diet Coke.
With vodka?
No, not on a work night.
Oh, I didn't know you were working tonight.
You got to earn the shekels, dude.
Yeah, but she does it the wrong way. She keeps on paying them, remember?
I know. Hey, she's stupid. There's my proof.
It's called
that's
giving
true.
back to the community.
No, it's called giving head to the community. Get it right.
Same thing. They're happy.
You can't argue with that, Quinn. Jensen.
No, I'll accept that one.
What, you'll accept the head or the answer?
Oh, God.
We're back to it.
I couldn't help myself. I'm so
There
sorry.
is no escape from this. And you
Nope.
stop.
Nope. There is no escape from this. You are forever known as the incest twins.
I know. I blame Magic Bollocks for all of it.
Hey, you went on the show. Anybody else, it's your fault.
Fair play. I still think he should get you on that show. I think that'd be funny as hell.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
I've tried many times to do that with him, but he's always too busy. I think what he means is that I'm too lowbrow for him now. He's got his subscriber base, and I'm just not part of it anymore.
What happened there? There was a friendship, wasn't there?
I'm jesting, darling. I'm jesting.
Okay, good. I don't have words with him.
See, this is why it's so much easier to have banter with men. They actually get what you're saying and where you're saying it from. Women, you have to actually explain everything to.
And then you get bitched at for mansplaining.
Oh, God damn it. I'm woman-splaining from now on. Try that one.
For you to lose.
It is. Life sucks. No, but seriously, back to that story. Much respect to that band. Whether or not people want to say that that Grohl guy was doing it for his own ends, who cares? He made that kid happy. Respect to that dude.
Exactly. Especially considering everything that I know sometimes the chat can be a little bit insensitive. Oh, for fuck's sake. I know that the chat can sometimes be a little bit insensitive or whatever in general, or just people that just come in a little bit. But when you realize that this 13-year-old kid is blind, autistic, suffers from Crohn's disease, is born extremely premature as well at just before 23 weeks old, weighing in at just over a pound when he was first born. His parents, Stacey and Nathan, were told he just had a 5% chance of surviving and was able to fight all of this to a point, obviously. Even though he's blind and autistic and whatnot, was able to have a decent life because at least he's rocking out and going to shows, and he's got more of a fucking social life than I have, and good fucking luck to him on that one. I think that's absolutely amazing. I think that's a credit to people that generally do care. And generally, we need more people like that, rather than people just focus on politics and making people laugh at other people's expenses. In my personal opinion.
Yeah, I really
He's
do.
a little fighter. Look at that, right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Well done to it.
I'd just still like to have heard more about how music had changed his life more than about how much it did for how nice the rock star was for letting them up there.
Well, I have more of a story for you.
Do you?
Yes. Stacey and Nathan, which is the parents, obviously, who live in Moorhead, northwest Minnesota, would play Owen music in hospital. They played him music at home when he was discharged. He grew up with rock music, AC/DC, Tom Petty, the Rolling Stones, all their favorites, and he loved it. He loved it.
He loved it.
He loved it, all right? He fucking loved it. Owen's favorite bands, mainly rock, turned up loud, but a bit of a indie folk and pop too, would put a smile on his face like not many other things could. So that just says it in itself, doesn't it? Like music really does move people when other things just can't.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, he's even got his own little t-shirts, bless him.
Timo in. That is so cute.
Music keeps us moving. Great message as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not a great picture of him, but at least it looks like he's smiling. Nice. Really nice. I think the parents have got to take a lot of time and a lot of pride in everything that they've done, because they've given him a life where a lot of people would have just chucked him under a bus. I think they've done really well there.
Yeah. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job looking after a disabled child.
Anybody
They're respite for it. It's a really hard job to do, so it's really good of them.
So a few years ago, they decided to take him to a gig. They were worried about many things: the noise of the crowd, the sheer volume of people, the standing around, but they felt it was worth trying. So Tom Petty was his first ever concert when he was about 7 or 8. And since then, we've been going to a few a year every year, as many as we can afford to. That's amazing. That really is amazing. That's able to make him happy and be good, enjoy himself. It really is. Really is. A couple of decent little stories. Oh, fuck off Brexit. Nobody wants Brexit.
No one's going to get Brexit.
Well, no, not with fucking treasonous mate. Anyway, it was a turning point for Owen and his parents. Since then, he had been to around 50 big shows, seeing everyone from Kings of Leon, the Averitt Brothers, Paul McCartney, to the Killers, AC/DC, and you don't want to go to Green Day, god damn it. Next on his wish list is Pearl Jam. Yeah, fair enough. It's not always easy, but we just think, what's the worst that can happen? Stuff. Lots of stuff can always happen. So what do you guys think about this?
I think that they should start a GoFundMe so you can go to more concerts. I'd put money to that.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Oh my god, I'm agreeing with me. I must be drunk.
There's always a first time, and again, there's always a first time. But no, I think this is actually quite amazing, to be fair. It does show you the power of music and how music can have healing properties. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get fucking cured, obviously not. But generally, it's a case of music can make you happy, and if you're happy, then you can enjoy the life that you have, regardless of what life's been given to you. I think that's worth looking at, and looking at people that are unfortunately disabled as well and have less of a fortunate life than what you have, regardless of how you feel about your life, brings into perspective how good you've actually got it compared to how some people are living, and yet they're probably happier than you are.
Kind of says a lot about the world, really. People, they cause all this trouble over all these petty things, and they don't even think about the little things that make others happy. And that kid looked happy to me.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think the kid definitely looked really happy. He enjoyed rocking out. He enjoyed going up on stage, and that's the magic of how sometimes the entertainers can be kids' idols, can be the ones that actually make a difference in kids' lives, and that's the power that they can have, or should have, and should use more often.
And I'd just like to point out that the voice of one is an asshole.
Well, we know that, but that's why we love him.
Yeah, I think he's doing it more to troll more than anything else. But that's voice of one at the end of the day.
Fair play.
That's just voice of one. He's entitled to his opinion. I'm sure he's only doing it to get a rise anyway. I'm sure he's not that much of a cunt.
Oh, no, he is.
He is.
We just love him for it.
Well, you love him, but then again, you love anything that moves with a penis.
That's true. And
Hey.
not just a penis.
She goes both ways. She doesn't just need a dick. She's got her own strap on. She's fine.
Talking about my love life.
No.
You do realize that you've said this many times anyway, B.
Yeah, but I'm allowed to talk about it. You're just not, okay? Like, ever.
Like, ever. Like, oh my God. Like, please just be like normal. Like, oh my God.
I didn't say like that many times. Come on.
All I can say to you, B, is the golden thong.
Let's just move on.
Yeah. Let's say
Let's just move on.
so long ago, you need to get over things.
It horrified me. I sat on it.
I'm now intrigued.
Please help, CST. Move on, please.
Hey, you brought up the turtle snatch, so I didn't want to stay on it, but apparently you did. So Quinn, golden thong, go.
No.
She brought home a couple of people from a nightclub, and
They
one
were
of the
friends. They stayed over.
yeah, they weren't friends. You didn't even know their names.
I did.
Rubbish.
She knew him from the night. She knew him from the night, so they were friends from the night, which is fine. Nobody's slut shaming here. Everybody deserves a good rogering.
One of the dudes left his dirty thong on my chair, and I didn't realise.
I would have thought that would have been B's golden thong or some woman that she had, not a bloke. That's worrying when a bloke wears a thong.
It has clearly traumatized my brother because he doesn't stop talking about it.
I can understand why. It's not normal for a bloke to wear a thong. Not a normal bloke when he's not doing a performance.
He was doing a performance.
Was he a bear or was he a cat?
Oh.
Oh no!
I hate you two so much.
Okay, right. I'll move on. That's not what I wanted to do. Stop sharing that page. I didn't want to get where I'm going. Right. I felt that this story was absolutely incredible. By the way, I really like this story. This is the last one that I had on here, which they didn't have to do, but I thought was really, really good that they did. Helping hand, a heartwarming moment. Cop holds the hand of a pensioner left in an empty home after the death of his wife, as police bring him food and a TV. He was living in an empty house after his deceased wife's family stripped his Birmingham home bare of his belongings. This is the heartwarming moment. A police officer tenderly holds the hand of a pensioner living an isolated life after the death of his wife, and his fucking wife's family took everything from him because of it. The elderly man was living in an empty house after his deceased wife's family stripped his home bare of his belongings, right down to his TV. So WPC, I just wanted to have a quick look at the picture. Now, fair enough, it may not look like much, but I'm sure after you've lost everything and two people have come in and able to put a TV on for you, set things up, hold your hand, tell you everything's going to be all right, especially when you're old and you're alone, I'm sure that that's given him a new lease of life. I'm sure of that. No, I'm sure of that, because that must have been absolutely devastating for him to lose his wife and then his wife's family take everything away from him. Must have been horrendous for him.
That's so cruel of them.
Exactly.
I mean, he was a part of like their mother's life. I don't understand why they didn't give him any time.
Yeah. I completely and utterly agree. What do you think, Jensen? I know that you're a cunt sometimes, but what do you think?
Honestly, all cuntishness to one side. Those family members are complete arse-hats.
Yep.
That was seriously uncool what they did. And say what you like about the police, that was a decent manoeuvre on their part.
Exactly. I completely and utterly agree with both of those statements, and I wholeheartedly endorse them.
But now can we set fire to his family?
His family, yes. Well, the family on his wife's side.
Yep. That's good enough. Good enough. All right, I'm there. I'm with you on that one, mate.
Yep. So the unnamed man's plight soon caught the attention of Birmingham neighbourhood officers WPC Rogers and PC Greaves. The pair immediately took it upon themselves to ensure he was given a few basic comforts and some much-needed care. The caring cops turned up on his doorstep in Ladywood, armed with a bag of shopping and a brand new television, microwave and toaster. They didn't even leave him a fucking microwave or a toaster. They completely stripped him of everything.
That's just low. That's just low.
Yeah, that just breaks my fucking heart. It really does. It really breaks my fucking heart, regardless of who or what's gone on. It really breaks my heart on that one. Straight after his wife's passed as well. He must really have felt fucking bad. Really felt down, because I know I fucking would on that one.
I'm agreeing with Lothar here. The family should be publicly shamed and humiliated. Mind you, humanity.
I agree. I even say do public flogging for a fucking change. Throw some lettuce and tomatoes at them. Put them in a public dock. Let them know how fucking they should act with their family.
It is seriously a shame you're not sticking with your political stuff, mate. I would vote for you just on that alone.
I cannot confirm nor deny that these are the thoughts of the common sense guy. The elderly man was so taken back with their kindness, he wept into the arms of one of the officers. I'm going to guess the woman, not the man, because he's an older gentleman, and generally you wouldn't do that to a man. But whatever, that's fine. The home appliances were brought to the man with the help of the charity Trident Reach, who were contacted by the kind-hearted officers. On arrival, the duo put the kettle on to make him a tea with some hot buttered toast before installing his TV. Bless. And then showing him how to use it and whatnot. Oh. The heartwarming pictures from the visit show one of the officers affectionately holding the gentleman's hand as they watched the show together, with another image showing the elderly man being taught how to use his new remote control. In a caption accompanying the photos, it read, WPC Rogers and PC Greaves have sourced essential items for the elderly gentleman. He lost his wife recently, and her family have gone and taken her items, leaving him with an empty home. So not even bothered about the actual fact of this man needs these certain appliances to live. But yeah, you've been with my mum or with my whatever for this length of time, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't really give a shit about you. I need the money. Is literally basically all that's happened here.
It's disgusting.
It is. It really fucking is. It really is disgusting. Almost as disgusting as Naked Attraction. And moving past that.
I
think it's really good what they did. So the post was later updated to add PC Greaves and WPC Rogers delivered and set up the items for the elderly gentleman. Safe to say, it was a tearful moment, and he was extremely grateful for the kindness. He broke down crying in WPC Rogers' arms. I was right. He did go for the woman. Just a little bit of humour to go with the sadness of the story, just to bring us back to human levels. He was a little bit overwhelmed, but he deserved it. Yeah, I agree with that. And I think that the actual police officers themselves, well, the WPC and the PC, should get commendations for this. I'm not sure what the commendation should be, but they should get commendations for it. The community commendation or fucking something. They should be honoured by the community in themselves. To take the time out and probably buy the stuff themselves, as well as obviously helping through the charity. They should all get some sort of recognition from this.
But have they gone above and beyond their job, or are they just doing their job at this point?
I think they've gone well above and beyond their job. Their job is just to serve and protect, not to refurnish a house for somebody and butter their toast and make them a tea and teach them how to use a TV and whatnot. I think that's absolutely amazing what they did there. We give as you quite rightly said, B, we give the police a bad time sometimes, but sometimes when they do good, we need to let them know that they've done good. And
Shut that from the because they do shout what bad stuff they do from the rooftops. So we should definitely share this.
Yeah. So yeah, you wanted some feel-good stories for the end of the stream, B? You fucking got them.
Yeah, I like that stream. Did they say anything about what future care he's going to be getting?
No, they haven't said anything about the future care, but I'm going to assume that the police officers are going to look after him, to be honest.
Or at least make sure there is some sort of safety net so it doesn't happen to others as well. Because he's probably not the only one to be in that situation.
No, I think you're right on that one. I actually think that it's a case of a lot of elderly people, regardless if it's man or woman. I think that families do intervene when there's been a death, and they take what they want rather than what they think that the person actually needs. I mean, that happens quite a lot. And I think that that's a good way of bringing it to attention, with making people realise that these people are human at the end of the day. Yeah, they're old, but they're fucking human, and they need the stuff to live.
If nothing else, they need to have a word with Age Concern and get them involved.
I'm sure that they've gone to different places, and I think they've gone to different points as well. So I'm sure they're doing all right. I'm sure he's probably being well looked after. You have to remember as well, I'll bet you, if we knew what the name of this person was, that there would be a GoFundMe for him of some kind, or Kickstarter of some kind for him now. Which is the way that charity is supposed to fucking work.
Yeah, I agree with you completely there, mate.
Yeah. I think RPR makes an actually really good point on his last comment there. On the story, they were not police officers, they were just human beings. I think we need more of that to realise that politically, working, whatever, we are all human beings. And I think that's well said on RPR's part there.
Yeah. As much as he might like to troll, that's actually a decent point he's made there. Yeah, respect.
Very much so. So let's lower the tone and actually just be normal. Do you need to wipe your nose at any time at all at this moment in time, B?
No.
Oh, went the wrong way then.
I want to have like a private moment with my brother.
You do realise that we call you incest?
No,
And you just said that we want a private moment. There you go.
Oh, God.
and you're going to be doing this every week.
Yeah, and you're not here next week, I've decided.
I know. I mean,
but isn't he helping you actually keep track of the conversation?
No, total distraction.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, considering what we call you?
No.
Sure.
I literally, anything I say, you're just going to turn it to incest.
No, not everything.
Not everything.
So me admitting I'm walking around naked apart from a single nipple tassel, that's not going to, make you think any incestic thoughts. That's good to know.
Hi, this is a stream, and the views expressed in this stream. I'm basically finishing the stream anyway. I don't have any more stories, and as we're now getting up to 2 hour point anyway, we're getting close to it. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close to it. I think we can have a couple of last word type of things. Doesn't really matter what they are. Mine's going to be incest is wincest, and that's from the Tank.
Thanks, Tank.
Yeah. So as B, you're the lowest person on the totem pole, or the dancing pole, whatever you want to call it. You get to go first.
Oh, my last words. Why do I never think about any last words until you say they're the last words?
Because you're useless.
Because I'm useless. Thank you.
That's okay.
Well, to be fair, I do spring it on people, because normally I would expect it to come up close to the hour, and we're not close to the hour yet.
Oh, I have disappointed you. I failed.
No, you haven't. Never mind. Save that for after.
Well, I hope we can do this again, because this was absolute fun.
Yeah.
And
Find some more stories that are actually fun, though.
Yes, given more time, I'll probably come up with something better.
Good, good. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
I don't have any last words. So I'll have to.
Everybody has last words.
I hate Jensen
There you go.
so much.
There you go.
I hate you and all of you cunts watching, because no matter what I say, you turn it to incest. Thanks for that, assholes.
You shouldn't have gone on Magic Bollocks' channel.
I shouldn't have got a Magic Box.
This is all your fault. Take the personal responsibility.
I'm a woman and I'm blaming Magic Bollocks.
That is your prerogative, and under the common law of the Sexual Act of the United Kingdom 2018, you're actually allowed to do that, to shift the blame onto somebody else. That has to be a man. And
Yeah,
a white
he touched me inappropriately in a
man. Oh my
street.
God.
His words.
You wish Magic Bollocks would touch you inappropriately.
So true. So
Jensen, save us.
Well, my last words are, I've saved up the hankies you asked for, mate. I'll have them in the post for you in the morning, okay?
that's disgusting.
You're not supposed to destroy the sanctity of his last word by saying that's disgusting.
She's not very good with rules, you might have noticed this. Now, as a serious statement, much respect to those coppers. They done a decent thing. And whether or not people are having a go at that musician, I personally think he done a decent thing with that poor kid. And he also deserves respect for that. That's my final words.
Yep. No, I have to completely not agree with, well, the twins. I have to agree with them on this point. I would like just to point out as well that even if you do think that the musician is a cunt for doing what he's doing, or he's using it as a point of bettering his own self, regardless of that point, it doesn't matter. It's how the kid perceives it. It's how the kid interprets it. And it's a case of the kid absolutely enjoyed it. So why not let the kid enjoy it and enjoy it for the kid? As in looking at it through the kid's eyes and realizing that, yeah, okay, fuck it, he hasn't got much going for him, but at least he's fucking happy. And some people are not that happy that they have to try and take the mickey, or they have to try and find fault with something that's good that happens to an autistic kid. I find that a bit shitty, to be fair. Regardless of who it is or what it is, I just find that shitty. Even if it is joking, which is fine, you're allowed to do that and you're allowed to do whatever you want. But just realize that the autistic kid has literally nothing and is really excited about just going up on stage and playing with these people and whatnot. And some people are taking the mickey out of that. I don't see the reasons why. There's lots of things I think you should take the piss out of, obviously. But one of those things, I don't really see the point in that. So even though it's a case of you do have freedom of speech, realize that with your freedom of speech comes our freedom of speech, which means that we can criticize you the same as you criticize others. So just remember, if you don't want to be criticized, think about what you say. So with that being said, on, I suppose, the ramblings, well, let that be. Thank you very much for everybody from coming on. Thank you, the Quinn twins, for coming on. I was going to call you the Quay twins then for some reason, but you're not that important. But thank you very much. Speak to you all again soon. Anybody else want to say bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye.